Growth gives a business more options, more sectors, more clients, more products, more routes to market. And that sounds like progress. But it can become a trap, because when everything looks possible, focus becomes the real test of leadership. The job is no longer to chase every opportunity. It is to choose the few from whom your history, capabilities, and team give you the strongest right to win. I'm Pavlo Phitidis. I work with established business owners to scale, grow, and build companies of value. And today, on Greater Manchester Means Business, that challenge sits at the heart of Lisa Roberts' story. Lisa leads Sterling Quality Services based in Stockport. The business was started by her father after a Canadian engineering company withdrew from the UK. There were live projects, clients still needed support, so her family took the risk and kept the work going. Lisa first helped during school holidays, filing, phones, tea runs. Years later, she stepped in again between projects, and that temporary favor became a 26-year career at the helm leading SQS. Today, SQS is Lisa's business to grow. It began in inspection and expediting. Now it supports complex projects across supply selection, vendor assessment, inspection, expediting, commissioning and decommissioning, carbon tracking, and excitingly, remote AI-enabled inspection. The small core team has big capability behind it. Over time, SQS built and works through more than 2,000 inspectors worldwide. This gives Lisa real reach. It also creates a scale-up question. Where should a small, capable core team place its time when the world is full of possible markets? Should it be in energy, infrastructure, marine, oil and gas, life sciences? All of them need assurance, but not all of them need it urgently enough to buy now. That is the leadership call. Find the places where SQS is not useful. Find the places where SQS is necessary. I asked Lisa for one of her many insights that could benefit us all.
Hi, I'm Lisa Roberts from SQS, and the biggest lesson I can share is that business is a team sport. For years, we had our departments and our tasks. It was very siloed, and then we created what we call the SQS orbit. We got the whole team together and we went through the strategy of a 3-year plan. That was, what's the turnover going to be? What's the profit going to be? Who are our clients going to be? And the KPIs and responsibilities that we would need to achieve it. And once everybody understood how their role affected the business, it changed the dynamic completely. When people understand the goal, they own it.
That is the principle. A business cannot scale on one person's effort alone. It scales when the team understands the game, the score, and how and why their role brings the business rhythm together. For SQS, the next 3 years are about applying that same discipline to growth. First, go back to the existing and past clients who already know the business and brand. That shortens trust. Second, focus on regulated sectors where supplier quality, documentation, and inspection are a have-to-have issue, not a nice-to-have service. That sharpens the sale. Third, use the AI-enabled platform to create repeated value, not as a technology story, but as a way to reduce travel, shorten feedback loops, improve evidence, and help clients act before problems become costly, if not disastrous. That is how a small core team can build a bigger business, not by chasing everything, but by choosing where failure is expensive. SQS has the strongest right to help. I asked Lisa who she would love to meet and why they should in turn meet her.
My ask is an introduction to Dr. Ian Moore, Global Head of Quality Assurance at Croda. Croda operates in highly regulated life sciences and specialty chemicals, where supplier quality, compliance and inspection really matters. I'd love the chance to explain how SQS can support Croda through independent assurance, faster feedback and practical visibility across suppliers and operations. And the gain is better control before it becomes costly.
So here is the Greater Manchester ask. If you know Dr. Ian Moore, a Croda, or someone close enough to make that introduction, please forward this podcast to them. Better still, make the connection directly to Lisa Roberts at SQS. That is how a business community should work, not through applause, but through useful introductions, through practical support, and through backing the people building jobs, capability, and exports and greater value from Greater Manchester. Lisa's story reminds us of something every established business owner knows. Growth is not only about opportunity, it's about choice. Choose the right market, choose the right problem, and choose where your business has the strongest right to win. And when businesses like SQS make those choices well, Greater Manchester grows with them.